Okay, what is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. I am your host, Juggernaut097, and this evening I am here to review WWE Crown Jewel 2022 pay-per-view or premium event, whatever you want to call it. So this show was on this past Saturday, November 5th, and I'm going to try to make this a pretty quick review because I don't want to waste too much time. And to be honest, I don't think this pay per view was as good as last year's because I think last year's was like one of the best shows of the year, and I feel like this Crown Jewel was basically something that we've seen like past years and stuff. I mean, it's been better than like 2019 and 2018, better than those ones, but still, I think last year's was so much better. But there were enjoyable things on this show. Like the main event was really fun. I really enjoyed the main event with Roman Reigns and Logan Paul. That was a really good match. The last woman standing match was good with Bianca Belair and Bailey. They've been having some really good gimmicky matches. The Steel Cage match was pretty good, but yeah, I mean overall, I thought it was a good show. So let's quit wasting time and let's get started with this review, shall we? So, the first match that kicked off the show was Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, going up against Bobby Lashley. And this is their second match that they had this year. I forgot that Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, they had a match back at the Royal Rumble. I completely forgot about that until Michael Cole says something about that on commentary. I got, oh yeah, they did. But this is basically your typical Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley match. Very quick, very to the point. Right out the start of the gate. Bobby Lashley goes right after knee of Brock Lesnar. Then Bobby Lashley hits a spear right away, and then they do a really quick barricade break, like really quick, like not even a minute into the match, the barricade gets broken, which I was expecting that to happen. It felt like it always happens in a Brock Lesnar match where the barricade gets broken. So that happened. Um, Brock Lesnar hit an F5. You had Bobby Lashley put on the Hurt Lock. And I kind of like the ending, how it was very unique how Brock Lesnar won the match, where Brock Lesnar, he was in the Hurt Lock from Bobby Lashley, and then Brock Lesnar like used the turnbuckle like to counter the Hurt Lock and like go into like a pin. So Brock Lesnar, he's won kind of cheaply in this match here. Like he didn't win clean at all. Um, and even when the pin was happening, Bobby Lashley still had the Hurt Lock on, or the full Nelson applied. But then after the match, we basically kind of got like a more like a heel turn from Bobby Lashley here, which it looks like they might be heading to maybe like a third match. I don't know, maybe at Survivor Series or something, maybe Rumble, or I don't think they're gonna make this match go to like WrestleMania, in my opinion. But I mean, yeah, it was nice and short and to the point. I didn't feel like Brock Lesnar. He had a lot of he didn't really care a whole lot. Go like, hey, if he's not in the main event, he'd rather be starting the match where he can just go back to the hotel and he can get ready to leave. Go back to the United States. So he didn't, because he doesn't want to be anywhere in the middle of the show. He wants to be either the opening spot or the main event spot, which makes sense for Brock Lesnar, because he doesn't want to be sitting around waiting backstage, waiting for his match to come on. He just wants to get it done, because if he's not going to be in the main event, then rather have him in the opening match. But yeah, like I said, it feels like we're going to have another match, because after the match, not Brock Lesnar. After the match, Bobby Lashley just kept on attacking Brock Lesnar, because Bobby Lashley was pissed that he lost. But yeah, I mean, it was an okay match. Nothing too crazy. It's your typical Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley match. Your typical two big beefy men. Yeah, nothing crazy though. So let's move on to the next match. which we had was the WWE Women's Tag Team titles on the line. We had Asuka and Alexa Bliss defending the titles against Io Sky and Dakota Kai of Damage Control. I thought this was a very solid match. I thought all the women's matches were very solid on this match. This match and the last woman standing match. But this match here was good. And even the attires this year that the women were wearing, because the women over here they have to be fully clothed, because of the whole politics over here, like with everything with women. So they had to be fully clothed here. But I thought it was a lot better than last year's, because like last year they had them like wearing the black like leather suits and like the with their t-shirts over it. So they had them doing that last year, but this year I feel like these attires fit them a lot more, which I enjoy, or the costumes, whatever you want to call it. But no, it was a solid match. I like how the interaction between Io Sky and Asuka, that was pretty nice throughout the match. Like Michael Cole was saying, how they've been tag team partners over in Japan and stuff, and like they've been tag team partners over in different companies. So I thought that was pretty cool. How they talked about that, how it's something special to see them going up against each other in a WWE ring. Alexa Bliss, she was doing really good here, pulling out some good moves, and there was a pre-match interview going on with Alexa and Asuka, and like it showed like a thing of like Bray Wyatt's like the Wyatt Six logo came up, and Alexa, she just has some like flashbacks. So I don't know if they're hinting maybe Alexa Bliss might be going back to maybe her old ways. Maybe she might be a part of the Wyatt Six, or part of Bray Wyatt's faction. I don't know. We'll just have to wait to see. But I thought it was interesting how they pulled that up. Or maybe, because Nikki Cross, she got involved in the match, to help out damage control win, which, Nikki Cross, she turned heel and stuff was it a few weeks ago on a Raw where she turned heel? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so she, I think it was Dakota Kai, she was doing some distracting the referee. And then Nikki Cross came out, hit a neck breaker onto, hit a twisting neck breaker onto Alexa Bliss while she was on top rope. And then I think Io Sky took the pinned Alexa, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but either way, Damage Control won. They became renewed WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I really wasn't a big fan of them hot potatoing the title back and forth, because to be honest, I just hate when that happens with any title. But especially with this women's division right now, it's like not the greatest what they're doing right now. But I mean, it made sense though. It made sense. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe Nikki Cross is a part of the like Wyatt Six or something. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if she is. Hopefully, maybe tonight on Raw, maybe we get a first member who's going to be a part of it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was solid for what they were doing, and I kind of like how we got this Alexa Bliss and like Nikki Cross feud kind of rekindled here, because like basically Alexa Bliss, back when they were tag team partners, she was just basically using her, and then now Nikki Cross, she's upset, so. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, like I said, it was a good match here. And then the next match that we had was a steel cage match between Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. This was a typical WWE steel cage match. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just like, I mean, Drew McIntyre, his leg was getting worked on a lot throughout the match. I could say, I mean, it was solid for what it was. I really like the preventing, like, I really like the ankle lock that Drew McIntyre put on throughout the match, to prevent Karrion Kross from escaping the cage. I thought that was nice. I mean, that's really smart to put on the ankle lock, because like it's really good to stop someone from escaping the cage. Trying to pull them back in. You locking in the ankle lock. And I don't think Kurt Angle ever used that back in the day when he was in his cage matches. I don't think he ever did. I mean, maybe he did, but I just really don't remember. Like I said, I mean, it's two big guys, it was like I said, your old WWE steel cage match. I mean, it was okay for what it was. Um, and I feel like we've seen this ending before with like, Scarlet, or like, someone, taking the key, and locking the person inside the cage. And basically she kind of screwed out Karen Cross here because she had to get the key out and like she had to unlock the cage while Drew McIntyre was climbing over the cage, and he dropped to the floor before Karen Cross was able to get out the door. So Drew McIntyre won. Um, and also I really was a big fan of like where this match was placed on the show. Like it was placed like at a weird spot on the show. Like it was like in the middle of the card. Like I would rather have this as the opening match, to be honest, than having this place like in the middle of the card. Um, and of course, what's it? Scarlett. She sprayed something in the face of Drew during the match. I mean, we've seen that the last pay per view. I'm like, oh great, Karen Cross is going to win again. He's going to win 2 in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a third match between these guys. Maybe at Survivor Series, or maybe who knows? Maybe they save it till the Royal Rumble. I don't know, but um, yeah, I mean, it was a okay steel cage match. I mean, it was good for what it was. And then the next match we had was a six-man tag team match. We had the OC, AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows going up against the Judgment Day of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic. This is like your typical Raw 6-man tag team match here. Um, yeah, I really wasn't a fan of this that much. I don't know what it is about Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, but this seems so like they seem so typical in WWE. Like they don't have much of a character behind them. Rather when they're in different companies like Ring of Honor, AEW, Impact, even they have more character to them. But like here, they seem so generic. I don't know what's about them. And then also make them lose like in the first match back. That tells you how much like trust that they really have in DOC right now. But I mean, the Judgment Day, they ended up winning this match here, by having Rhea Ripley take out like, well, she took out AJ Styles, like, and then helped Finn Balor do the whatchamacallit, the coup de grace off the top rope and get the pin for the 1-2-3. So yeah, the Judgment Day won. I mean, like I said, your typical Monday Night Raw six-man tag team match. Like I said, it was okay for what it was, but yeah, I just don't feel like they have much in faith or have much in store for the OC here. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. And also, if you guys are watching me live right now, feel free to go down in the comments below, live chat below. Tell me what you guys thought of Crown Jewel. What you thought of these matches. But yeah, we'll move on to the next match, which we had was Braun Strowman going up against Omos. Yeah, this match was kind of a train wreck. I didn't care about this match a whole lot. Um, yeah, I mean, you just had Omos, being heavy, being strong and stuff, taking out Braun Strowman. I mean, there's only like one time where Omos, got taken off his feet when um Braun did the running power slam and then got the 1-2-3. I mean, I'm not surprised that Braun Strowman won, but like, yeah, I just really wasn't into this match at all. And you got um Omos doing this whole like Nigerian gimmick, which I'm not a fan of at all. Like, he has no talent. Omos has like no talent at all. Like, he's next to nothing like Von Wagner. Actually, I think Von Wagner is a little lower than Omos, but actually, I think Omos is lower than Von Wagner because in that ladder match at Halloween Havoc that Von Wagner was in, he actually was decent. But yeah, Omos, yeah, I don't see anything in Omos at all. And if you disagree with me, I'm sorry. This is just my opinion, but hey, Braun Strowman won. You know, this match kind of went longer than what it needed to be. Like it got like 7.5 minutes, which I didn't think it needed to be that long. I thought this needed to be like 5 or 4 minutes or something like that, 4 or 5 minutes. But yeah, this match went longer than what it needed to be. I really wasn't paying much attention to this match, if I'm being brutally honest with you guys. But yeah, we'll move on to the next match. And then the next match we had was the Unified WWE Tag Team Championship match. We had the Usos defending titles against the Brawling Brutes. And I kind of wish Sheamus was here, in the Brawling Brutes corner here, because I feel like the momentum kind of, they didn't have that momentum like if they had Sheamus here. Once again, I think both these men's tag team matches were kind of generic, something you see on like a regular TV show. It seemed like a typical Uso match here. Really wasn't much into that much. I mean, the Brawl and Bruce, they did good, They've been growing on me as of late, like a lot. But like I said, I wish Sheamus was here for some reason. Probably would have made this match a lot better. Um, I mean, the Usos retained the tag team titles. I like how they hit the 1D off the top rope. It looks like Butch, he was about to fall on his face, but the Usos saved it there a little bit towards the end, like as they were coming down. So that was good. But yeah, I mean, Usos won the match. They're still tag team champions. Like I said, I don't think the Usos lose these titles until like around WrestleMania time. But I just don't feel like the show has a lot of replay value to it. But that's just me. We'll move on to the next match, which we have was the last woman standing match, which I think this match was the best match of the night, in my opinion. These two women have had a lot of gimmicky matches these past few months. I mean, we had the ladder match at Extreme Rules. We had the last woman standing here. We had a Hell in a Cell match back in June. So like these women have been having a lot of gimmicky matches. Like the most I've seen like out of this whole year. Which these two women have really good chemistry in the ring with each other. I like it. I even like the spots that they were doing. I like the spot where where Bianca was put into like a storage crate. I thought that was pretty cool, to try to keep Bianca from winning. I like how Bailey kind of trapped Bailey kind of trapped Bianca Belair between like the ring and like some steel steps. I thought that was a pretty unique spot there. I thought it was gonna get like really quirky when Bailey brought out the golf cart. I gotta go on this. This is gonna be really goofy. They're gonna do some AEW type of stuff here. It's gonna be really corny. But no, it was actually pretty cool here. I mean, I like how Bianca Belair had Bailey on top as she was driving down to the ring. And also Bailey, she kind of took a nasty spot off of the golf cart, into a table, and the table didn't break at all. Like Bailey hit like the edge of the table, and it didn't. Like I said, the table didn't break at all. Which Wade Barrett was on commentary saying, "Hey, you rather go through a table because if you don't go through a table, it might hurt a lot more." Because remember when Shawn Michaels had that injury back in '97? When he hit his back on the casket and like he messed up his back, like he had so many back problems after that. Well, yeah, it's kind of like if it was a casket, no, like because it reminded me of like that, the casket spot that Shawn Michaels took. But thank God it wasn't like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a pretty nasty spot during the match. I think I like the KOD on the ladder. That was nice. We've seen that before. I think it was very unique how Bianca Belair trapped Bailey inside a ladder, inside like sandwich her in between ladder and like put her against the like the ring post or like the bottom turnbuckle, like put her in the corner there. I thought that was cool. I never really seen that in the last man or last woman standing match before. I thought that was cool how she Bianca Belair retained the title. Yeah, but it was a good match, best match of the night. This is probably one match I would definitely go back and watch. Like if I go back and watch a show, but yeah, solid match though. Um, and then next we had was the main event for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. We had Roman Reigns defend the title against YouTube sensation, YouTube star Logan Paul. And this was a fun match. I really enjoyed this. Like Logan Paul, he is very athletic. You know, he's trained by Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels, HBK, showstopper. Solid stuff here. I mean, he was doing some great stuff, and I definitely saw some stuff. You know, from like he was trying to do some stuff from like Kota Ibushi, and like he even hit a what's Hangman Page's finisher? Hit Buckshot Larry in the match. With that stood out to me a whole lot in this match. Um, I tell you, on commentary, Michael Cole was saying, you know, he hits that one lucky shot. One like I heard that throughout the whole night. One lucky shot. If he hits that one lucky shot, it's all over for Roman Reigns. Talk about that, you know, that right hand that Logan Paul can hit. Um, so I mean, you know, they just kept talking about that whole lot in commentary. I tell you what, if you play a drinking game to the crown jewel, every time you hit, like you hear one lucky shot, you take a shot. um, but yeah, I mean, Logan Paul, you know, only you know having these two matches, you know, he is very athletic. You know, even though he doesn't have a whole lot of in ring experience, he's doing pretty good. I mean, he didn't have to do a lot of rest holds. You know, he's very charismatic in the ring. You know, doing some big high flying moves. I mean, I think it was kind of unnecessary to do that. You know, with the phone in his hand, doing the frog splash from the ring to the announce table. I think that was kind of unnecessary with the phone. Um, and also apparently Logan Paul got injured in the match. I think he tore his MCL and ACL. So, but you know, Logan, like I said, Logan Paul, you know, he's very inexperienced. You know, like you kind of like you don't expect Logan Paul to be going this hard, and like he's not in the ring every Monday night, you know, every Friday night, you know, so he's doesn't have the in ring like he doesn't have the ring longevity, or what is that the word I'm looking for? He doesn't have the like the long term experience, you know, to keep on going. Like he's not in the match every single Monday night and like Friday night, and you know, for every pay per view. He's just not. He doesn't do this full time. He's only part time. But like I said, it was still solid. I think it kind of got quirky at the end where you know it had the whole Logan Paul's entourage, and like yeah, his brother coming out there. You know, he even hit like a big frog splash on the Roman Reigns. And you had Solo Sikoa, you know, getting involved. You know, you had all those guys getting involved at the end there. Um, yeah, like I said, it got really quirky at the end. And that kick out from Roman Reigns, like towards the end of the match, that was a pretty big kick out. Like that was probably one of the best kickouts of the year. Because like people were so invested in this match, like people were like, "Oh, is Logan Paul gonna be able to do it? Is Logan Paul gonna do it?" He almost did it like that. It was like 2.99 seconds where Roman Reigns kicked out. But no, Roman Reigns retained. And you know, after match, because like, okay, that's it. That's the last YouTuber I'm ever fighting. I'm never fighting another YouTuber. Hey, Roman Reigns, I'm coming at you next. You're gonna fight me. No, I'm just kidding. I wish I had the clout of Logan Paul. That would be cool. But no, I mean it was solid. I mean, good match here. Logan Paul, I respect what he's doing. You know, he loves the wrestling industry. You know, he's been a big fan since he was a kid. But yeah, that was the main event of Crown Jewel. Overall, I mean, it was a solid show. I just don't think the show has replay value like it did last year. Because last year, like I said, that was a really good show from last year. Um, but overall, I think this is a match. You know, if you want to go check out this match, definitely check out this one. Check out this one. This is the best match of the night. The last one was standing match. This is just a typical USO match, train wreck of a match, typical Raw match. You know, typical tag team match. Solid match here, nothing crazy. Good match. I really enjoyed this a lot. And this was like short and to the point, short, sweet, and to the point. So yeah, that was Crown Jewel. So if this is your first time ever checking out my channel, hit that subscribe button. I am on the road to 500 subscribers. I'm almost to 500, so let's get me to 500 by the end of this week here. Let's do it. Share the video with your friends. Share it on all social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Share it with like a whole bunch of wrestling posts. Share my channel. Get me out there more. Also, hit the like button. The more you like my videos, the more I'll be in the algorithm. So the more people will see my videos. So definitely do that. Also, don't forget to go down in the comments below. Tell me what videos you want to see. Let me know what you want to see. I mean, there's some videos I got coming up later this week. I'm going to be doing another Survivor Series retro review because throughout the month of November, I'm doing Survivor Series reviews. So stay tuned for that. As well as we'll be doing some more watch alongs as well. Maybe doing some top tens. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever you guys want to see. Go down in the comments. Go down in the live chat. Tell me what you guys want to see on my channel. I want to spice some things up. Do some different things on my channel as well. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment. Go follow me on my social media platforms at the True JSB on Twitter and Instagram. You guys can see it right down there. So go do that. Like I said, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. So you don't have to wonder, oh, when's Juggernaut making a new video? Well, you know when I'm making a video because you already have all my notifications. So definitely do that. That's a must. And yeah, that like I said, that was my WWE Crown Jewel 2022 review. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out. And I will catch you guys in my next video. And hopefully you guys have a great day, great night, or whatever time you're watching this video. Hopefully you guys are having a great whatever you're having, day or night. And I'll talk to you guys later. So peace out.